They kept making that noise every time you'd ask them a question. Like, how? We're like, are these guys retarded? And like, what's going on? We can't say retarded.
You can.
These guys special needs? How? They kept saying, how? We're like, what is this?
Yeah, so we have some footage of that. It was a different era back then.
Different day and age.
Yeah, it was different.
Sure.
Have any other memories that you'd like to share with us from the...
Of Short? I mean, there's just so many of them.
Well, we already talked about the Mac tone and the ringtone thing, so we already did that one.
Yeah, we did.
We had so many memories.
You know, the thing about Short that most people don't know that I do know is he's a hell of a driver. He's always had whips that were classic whips, whether they were Corvettes that look like the Batmobile. Now he's got a Tesla, and he picked me up a few months back. We went to this place called Boulevard Steakhouse. Shout out, Christian. We went to this place in Sherman Oaks, and as we were leaving, I told him we were going to go to the Comedy Store, go see Richie and a bunch of people. And he takes me in this Tesla, and I kid you not, we went 88 miles an hour up Laurel Canyon and down Laurel Canyon that night in the Tesla. And that's just par for the course with Short. He's actually a really good driver, but I don't know how I kept my food down that night. He is wild, man.
I remember being in the studio with him when he did the Married to the Game album.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the one that YT Cracker and I wrote the song pimpandho.com with Too Short.
Me and D Money keep smoking that bomb. You need a little game, you better log on. Girls getting naked, licking on my dog bone. Shirt dog present, pimpandho.com.
Gives me a shout out at the end. Pimp
Gives
Partner
you a shout out,
KB.
Pimp Partner KB. It all started at the Players Ball.
That's right.
That was a lot of fun. It was fun to watch him in his songwriting element, looking for the right word. And it's funny because you would think that a rapper would be more prepared going to the studio, but oftentimes they kind of do it on the fly when they get to the studio.
Hey, don't forget, I've seen this process because I wrote the Hanukkah song Too Short. And we walked into a studio and recorded it, and it was per Harvey Levin's request and TM. He told him he would make a nice Hanukkah song for him. Because up until then, and still to this day, the only other Hanukkah song that you hear of is Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song, right? So we'll have to play a clip from the Hanukkah song with Too Short. I own the publishing. You're gonna have to send me some money.
And this is before AI was making music. You
Right.
actually made a song.
But I actually wrote some decent lyrics, if you
But there's no
remember.
video, is there?
The only video is, no, there's video, but
We need a video.
it's a still of a menorah with Too Short.
And where can we find the song?
We could find the song on YouTube, actually. I mean, speaking of music artists that we worked with over the years, there was also a reggae legend, and this is near and dear to our heart, Eek-A-Mouse. Most of you who don't know who Eek-A-Mouse is will fill you in, but Bob Marley found Eek-A-Mouse many years ago, Trenchtown, Jamaica.
I didn't know that Bob Marley found him.
Oh, absolutely.
That's new to me.
Yeah. And Eek-A-Mouse is 6'6", 6'7".
And back then he was built like Dennis Rodman. He was lifting weights and he was built.
Oh, yeah. And, we were familiar with him from booking acts in Cleveland at Peabody's Down Under and Empire Concert Club. So I had seen him before. And when we moved to San Diego, the first week we were there, we bumped into Eek-A-Mouse on a bicycle. We're like, what are you doing? He's like, man, I live here. Like, oh, yeah. And he also has a notorious stutter, by the way.
Yeah. You know what, though?
Yeah.
That's what he used to say.
As if it wasn't hard enough to understand the patois.
Yeah.
The reggae.
But somehow the
Jamaican
Blatt brothers,
Yeah.
the brothers, we speak Jamaican patois.
Yeah, man. Come in my car.
Everything, Chris.
Everything Christmas.
So we did Capitol Records.
Yes.
We had a song with Brand Van 3000. We got him wasted on Jägermeister on the whole drive.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes into the studio and he's like, ready for the shit.
Ready for the shit. Kept saying it over and over and over. He smoked probably 5 blunts on the way up from San Diego.
Wanna pimp me? They can't produce a fuck. No? I just know people. I was A&R for Capital Record. Got me a deal. I was saying you want to produce for the track. Or they want 60 grand for a track. Tell him Eek-A-Mouse to that. Go fuck yourself. You can't get me famous. I am famous.
But we're gonna get ourselves a little record deal tomorrow.
That's the house that not bill.
We're in the world famous Capitol Records building, We pull up to the venue. On the side of the building, there's a giant mural of Nat King Cole, to which he starts singing Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. You're so like the lady with a mystic smile. It's only cause you're lonely they have named you. I know shit. I don't fucking it. You ever gonna do some song with Van 3000?
And he's got Mona Lisa, man, I
You
made
don't.
you.
You don't have to. You don't have.
We have video of it, so
I
you'll
think
show
so.
the video.
I hope I have that clip. I'm
You
gonna
have
look
the
for it.
clip.
I know we recorded, but some of the videos didn't survive the test of
That video survived. It's on YouTube. I've seen it.
Oh, good. Then I could find that.
You can find that one very easily.
Good.
But there were so many fun times with Mouse. You know, when we lived in Mission Beach, he had the Mouse Hole. And the Mouse Hole was his little hangout spot where he would bring girls back. And remember he used to paint them? He would take the paint roller, and roll up the front of their bodies, and then he would
And then he'd
pick
lift them up and stick them on the wall.
Right.
And it would look like mouse ears.
Because of the boobs.
Because of the boobs.
Right.
Yeah, that was funny. You'd see a little bit of the stomach and the mouse ears, and he'd literally make mouse ears.
But I mean, he was always...
Very artistic.
They tried to chase him out of town, and they did chase him out of town because, you know, so it's kind of drama around the Mouse Hole.
But what was interesting about the brothers Blatt is we decided that we have somebody that we're managing. He's a legend, and we wanted him to become a sex symbol. So we started getting the girls to go up on stage with him. He never used to have girls on stage. Somehow, we ended up calling up girls to dance with him, and he loved it. And we would have 20 to 30 girls up there dancing with him.
Oh, he loved that part of it.
Yeah.
Whether it was the Coach House in San Juan Capistrano or it was Cane's at Mission Beach, you know, we always had these surfer girls that were like little surf girls and blonde hair, blue-eyed, and he loved them. So we would bring him up on stage. But I think my favorite memory, and tell me if you remember this, we were hanging at one point with Matt and Trey from South Park. Yeah. This was early on, right when they had just really made it big with South Park. Yeah. And they filmed a movie called Orgasmo, which they huddled with our partners at the time, Farrell and Moffitt, who owned Homegrown Video in San Diego. And they got a full lesson in the adult industry from us and from the Homegrown Video guys. So one day, we set up a meeting for Eek-A-Mouse to meet Matt Stone and Jason McHugh and a bunch of other people that were kind of peripheral to South Park guys. We drive all the way up to Playa Vista, and we get to this apartment. Remember? He's in leather chaps, cowboy boots with spurs on them, and just a suede vest. No shirt, no, and a big black cowboy hat. He had just recorded an album called Black Cowboy. And we walk into the apartment, and Matt Stone looks at him like, oh, my God. Hello, this is Eek-A-Mouse. Bitty, 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 bong, bong, bitty, bong, bong, bitty, bing. And they're like, okay, yeah. And so we're having a meeting, and halfway through the meeting, Mouse gets up, goes into the bathroom. And we just all kind of look at each other and go, oh, okay, whatever, he's in the bathroom. We continue with our meeting. We're talking about things we want to do and how we want to make Eek-A-Mouse a character for South Park. And Mouse is in there for like, what, 15, 20 minutes? And we're like, where's Mouse? Where'd he go? And then Mouse walks out of the bathroom nonchalantly, as we're all talking and meeting in the living room, goes into this person's kitchen, opens up a bunch of cupboards, finds a giant bowl.
Fills it up with water.
So he turns around, fills it up with water, turns around, and goes back into the bathroom. And we all...
What's he doing?
We all look around like, what was that? 10 minutes goes by, Mouse comes out again. We go, Mouse, what the hell were you doing in the bathroom? Did you take a shower in that bowl? And he goes, no, man. Toilet wouldn't flush. Toilet got stuck. Had to cabin flush. We went, what? Man, the toilet would not go down at cabin flush. We all looked at each other and just fell out.
That's funny. And to this day, if my toilet is ever clogged for whatever reason,
You go in your kitchen.
you could just get a big bowl of water and cabin flush it down.
That'd be a lesson to you all. All the news and all the information you need to know.
Cabin flush.
Brought to you by D-Money on the D-Money Show.
Thank you. All right, so I think we're out of time, unless you have a quick one.
I could just say this much. I was not going to come down here today. I was not going to come down. You asked me to come down here to tell stories. I'm not feeling myself. Got to have this surgery done. Listen, pay attention to your body. Something doesn't feel right, go get it checked out.
Before it's too late.
Yeah, man. This is...
Because you were just playing golf like 2 weeks ago.
I was playing golf last week. And again...
And now you got to go in for back surgery.
Not only back surgery, it's called ACDF surgery, which is anterior cervical discectomy fusion. So what they do is they go through your neck right here, into your spine, take a vertebrae out, they prop it up with some plastic.
You hear that Vibes Cartel, Marley boys? When I go to America, you hear that? South Park, huh?
You asked for the vertebrae that they...
Trey Park and all them big time star motherfucker. You know who's that? Kevin Blatt. Yeah? The Fixer. Remember that Paris Hilton video? Take it out.
You should ask.
I know
We can
some
make
people...
When I go back to America, you're gonna see what money I'm gonna fucking make. Piece of shit, Vibes Cartel motherfucker. Who talk about you? Who talks about you, Marley boys? You piece of shit motherfucker. You gon' hit. When I get back to America. Be a big star.
It's a bad joke.
Yeah, young thing. Do that. La 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 la.
Anyway, I tried to come here. I tried to get her on time
All
to
right.
the podcast.
Later, ding ding ding.
Kids are out of